Hey guys, what is going on? So today I want to be talking about if you should update and install to iOS 16 Beta 1. I've had it for a few days now, so here are my thoughts. So as you guys know, Apple had their WWDC event introducing new software, including iOS 16. And in my personal opinion, I think most people are excited about the iOS 16 software versus any other software that was released that day, just because I think that the iOS is the most used OS system in the entire Apple ecosystem. So I think most people are excited for the latest iOS 16, and that includes me. I'm definitely really excited when I see a brand new software, because usually we only see minor little upgrades to software updates here and there, and every few years we do see a huge change with an iOS update. And this one, I have to say, is probably the biggest change in a while that we've had with the previous iOS updates, just because there's a lot going on in this update, let me just tell you that. But the main feature on this iOS 16 software is obviously the lock screen customization. So with this iOS 16, you're able to customize the lock screen basically however you want, which is actually kind of crazy that Apple went this direction, because usually they just want your iPhone to look the same as any other iPhone. They don't want it to be different from like the font or anything like that. But this year they changed it up. It's a lot different. We've never seen really this much customization in iOS ever, really. And these are kind of features that we would see if you like jailbreak your iPhone or your iPod or something like that. You can pretty much customize any kind of certain thing with the lock screen or anything like that. And that's what people would do. They would actually jailbreak their phone so they can customize their iPhone or the iPod. And that's what I did back in the day. But that's kind of what it reminds me of. Like, it's like Apple made their own jailbreak, but obviously you don't jailbreak. You just update your iPhone, and you can customize pretty much almost any aspect on the lock screen, except you can't change the flashlight and camera icons, which is kind of annoying. But anyways, you can customize a whole lot. So as you guys can see right here, I have my iPhone with iOS 16 beta on it, and the font is different. The font is completely different from the original iOS 15 font on the lock screen. Obviously, this is a beta 1 software. This is the very first generation of iOS 16, and the public's not gonna see this update for a really long time, because obviously with a brand new software like this, they're gonna have to go through many betas to get the software perfect for public release. But right off the bat, first impressions for a couple days, I've had this update for about 50 hours now, about 2 days, a little more than 2 days, and it's been working pretty well. It's been working pretty smoothly. There are some hiccups here and there, but that's pretty much what you expect from a beta software. So pretty much customizing the lock screen and everything like that works very smoothly, which really surprises me. But there's one thing, and that one thing is that some apps actually just do not work. For instance, I tried to order Chipotle, I'm pretty sure it was yesterday, and the app just would not work at all. It would not let me order it. I restarted the phone, I turned off the phone, and I restarted the app. No matter what, it just would not let me order, and that's pretty much what I do to order Chipotle every single time. I just order on the app. I know it's just a small deal, but imagine if this was like a work app that you had to use and the work app was not working on your phone. That might actually happen, because some apps just do not like this iOS 16 beta, because obviously they're not updated to support that iOS. So really the only apps that I've used really that just don't work is Chipotle so far. I haven't really used too many apps. All the social media apps do work pretty well, I have to say, which is kind of surprising, but that Chipotle app just does not work. And like I said, if you're using a work app that just does not like the iOS 16 software, your app could just not be functioning the way you want it to, and that could cause you a lot of headaches and a lot of stress, because then you have to restore your device. Anyways, it's a lot, and it could be annoying. So even though the software is pretty smooth and you get to see these new features on this iOS 16 beta, me personally, I would say if you use this phone for business work and you use your phone a lot and you depend on your iPhone to work every single day exactly how it's supposed to, I'll probably stay away from this beta for right now, just because it's so early in the beta stages. You just do not want the extra stress and extra hassle. So that's what I would recommend. Probably just stay away from it. If you have an extra device just laying around, or you just don't use your phone for work and it's just there for pretty much just social media and stuff like that, you know, you could give it a try and see how it is. But I just do have to warn you guys, some apps might not work, and you just have to be kind of okay with that for right now. But it is really cool to see the new updates, the new little features that they have, and being able to customize the lock screen, which is probably one of my favorite things on this iOS 16 software. That's what I'd probably recommend for most people, is just to probably stay away for now. But if you really cannot wait to get your hands on iOS 16, give it a shot. Make sure to save a backup on your previous information, just so you don't lose anything if you have to restore your phone to the previous iOS 15.5, I'm pretty sure we're on right now, just because something could happen. Your phone could just basically just not work and you would have to restore. So make sure to save a backup on your previous 15.5 software, just so if you had to do anything, if anything goes wrong, you can always go back. And you probably are going to want to go back, because that brings me to my next point, is the battery life. The battery life, I definitely noticed a huge hit. I mean, obviously this is a first generation beta, but I didn't think it was really going to be this bad. I probably lose 3 to 4 hours on my daily battery, which is kind of a lot. So if you really need your battery to stay alive the longest, I probably would not recommend downloading the software, just because the battery life just is not that great. So yeah, guys, that's pretty much what I recommend right now for the beta 1 software. I mean, once we get to like beta 5, beta 6, that would be pretty much okay. That's usually to the point where they fix the battery life, they fix most of the features, and it's running really, really smoothly. So that's kind of what I would recommend. But if you have an extra device laying around, or you just don't use your iPhone that often, go ahead and give it a shot. Make sure to save a backup just in case anything happens. I'm honestly probably going to go back to the iOS 15.5 beta, because I need my phone to run very smoothly, but I just wanted to update it just to give you guys my first impressions and just to see if it's actually running how it's supposed to. So you guys, thank you guys for watching. I really do appreciate it. Let me know if you guys downloaded iOS 16 beta 1 on your personal iPhone down in the comments below, or if you're trying it out, because I kind of want to know what people's thoughts are on this iOS 16 beta 1. I'm really enjoying it, but the battery life is kind of not worth it right now.